Hello, everyone. This is Jacqueline JW Van Minimal. You know, when I start my videos, I always have this weird look on my face, and because you never know when the video actually starts. So I'm just waiting for it to queue up, and I always have this look on my face, and then when I think it's queued up, and then I'll throw a smile on, and it's not a fake smile, but I throw a smile on, and try to compose myself. So this time I decided to put my smile on before the video queued up. I don't know if that worked or not. It's not important, but I just thought it was comical. So it is Sunday, and I'm going to be bringing you just some vlogs that happens to me on a regular basis, maybe 2 to 3 times a week, until I get my structure together, as far as like my what do you call it, storyboards, and making sure I line up everything that's gonna be reported on. In about 2 weeks, me and my daughter and 2 grandsons are going to be going to Canada. So, I've never been to Canada before. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be interesting because we're driving, and we've been trying to maneuver how we're going to get there. Because if we go through Wisconsin and go up to the Upper Peninsula area, or up and around where I've driven that way before to get to Petoskey, Michigan, that drive going up and around and back down to the central Michigan took sometimes 9 hours, sometimes 12 hours. Now, if we were to do that drive and try to get to some parts of Canada, primarily Toronto, for me, I think it would take us a good 18 hours. Now, when we do our mapping, it tells us it's going to take us 9 to 10 hours, but that has us driving over Lake Michigan to get to the central Michigan, pretty much the Detroit area, and then through Windsor and up through that way to get just to Canada. And then there's another route that takes us down below, which I would have wanted to avoid because it's going through some major cities, primarily Chicago, some parts of Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and then New York. And I really didn't want to go through states like that. I just wanted to go through some of the beautiful parts of Wisconsin, which has natural land and water and all of that. But if we decided to take that route, we will definitely be traveling a couple of days, which we're going to have kids with us, especially the little one. And that's, for me, is not going to be a good drive, even though we're not driving straight through. So it says it's a good, 10 to 12 hours. I always have to tack on, another 2 hours to whatever a map tells me because of traffic and all kinds of obstacles that might get in the way, stopping and all of that stuff. So I just brought that up to say that I'm going to be vlogging that trip. It may not be any specific subject matter, but I'm going to be vlogging that trip, and I will consider how I'm going to upload those videos, because my daughter and I both realized that we might be having some connection problems driving through wherever. Oh, the motorcycles are out. Looks good too. I wish I was on the back of one of those, or driving one, but I don't know how to drive a motorcycle just yet. That's on my living list. So anyway, so we're going to be, I'm going to be vlogging that, and I'm going to post as I can. If I have easy access to the internet and my phones are not acting like babies, I will definitely upload ASAP. If it's acting up, I'll have to wait until I get to a good connection wherever and make sure I do that. So today, though I said it was Sunday, I am at the real estate office, and I haven't been here in quite some time. I think it's been about a good 3 weeks that I've been here. And I even may have videotaped the last time I was here. I don't remember. because you know, I do my work outside of spaces. Like, I'm not one to sit in an office, and that's why I'm an entrepreneur too, because I like to move around. I like to go where I need to go. Most things we can do electronically or on social media or on our computers, wherever we set our computers up. So coming to the office is a little, I don't know, daunting. I mean, I think if it was a different type of office, like we're in the lower level and there are no windows unless you know, are one of the main characters, they have windows, but even those windows are part of next to a creek and you don't really see anything. So coming to the office is just like, oh, you know, I have another building that I have an office at, and even that, especially in the summer, it doesn't matter if it's summer or winter. When I go there, at least I feel a lot more comfortable because there's a bunch of windows in the building. You know, it's nice and pleasant to be there, but it still means that I'm indoors. And if I want to be indoors, I would be at home. So I think that's why I always like dread going into office buildings or office spaces wherever and even when I worked that gig that I just left, it was all fine, but being indoors, it really irritates me unless I'm home chillaxing. So anyway, the weather is okay. It is not as warm as one would think because today is June 2nd. It's probably 65 degrees. This is like so irritating, so irritating. The sky is blue and beautiful. I did want to get a picture of the sky. I'm wondering if I could do that because there's all kinds of chemtrails, contrails, whatever you want to call them, in the sky today. I mean, just all crisscross, and I don't know if I'll be able to get a good shot, but I'm going to try. But they definitely have been putting out the chemicals up in the air for whatever reason, and that's why our weather is so jacked up now. And one day when I talk about my conspiracy theory related to people not believing about this weather, something they put in the air, it's like little pieces of aluminum or something. I'll talk about that one day, and share what I dug up related to that, because people are always saying, oh, that's not true, chemtrails, contrails, nothing's in the sky, nobody's messing with the atmosphere. Well, I don't believe you. And I did do a little research early on. Had nothing to do with this van life or blogging or anything. It was just that I wanted to kind of find out for myself, like, do these little things exist? And it was something they were spraying in the air back World War II, and it was related to something. I don't remember what it was, but I think it was blocking airplanes or warplanes or something, and they've been spraying it in the air ever since, even though we have no war. So I'll talk about that at some other time. I just wanted to quick get on and share what I'm up to these days. It's been a couple of days since I did any taping. I still have a couple of videos in the queue to edit, and you know, when I have gotten that award, I've been promising to put that up, and I will one day, but I have to edit it, and editing for me is, you know, it's a chore. And since I did leave the gig, I think I'll have a little bit more mental time to do some of that stuff. But I wanted to see if I can get the sky. Let me see. You know, I have my phone on, you know, where selfie mode. So let's see if I could get the sky, and if you guys could see those contrails, chemtrails. They're not clouds, you guys. They are trails. So I thought I'd bring that. It's, again, a nice, sunny, beautiful day. I appreciate it. It's wonderful. It doesn't feel like 65 degrees because the sun is out. So what I might end up doing before I go into the office, first of all, you know, I haven't been here in a while, and you know, it's codes to get inside. So the first thing I need to do is make sure I remember my codes to get inside the building. But the second thing is, I am doing my steps. I'm trying to do 10,000 steps, but if I don't do 10,000 steps, I definitely need to get my 30 minutes of steps or walking or whatever, running in. So I might do that before I settle into the office and start working on paperwork, which, you know, I dread. It's procrastination time when it comes to that stuff. So I have to work on an offer. So I think I'm going to get in my walk first, because maybe it'll energize me to go into the office and get this paperwork done. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and, you know, stick with me. I appreciate you. I'm grateful. I'll see you guys on the other side.